Welcome to another episode of Nintendo Historia, which is part of Nintendo Ninja News, and we are talking about our next little adapter piece or accessory, the Game Boy wireless adapter, which we shall show there. Let's see if we can focus this up. Not quite. But the small little piece, which was a godsend for trading Pokemon back in the day of the GBA days, instead of dealing with cords and things like that. This was released in 2004. The sad thing was that it was limited to certain games, and it was not backwards compatibility with games that had already been released. So that was a bit of a shame for that. It was packed in with Pokemon's Fire Red and Leaf Green, where and some of the rules about this, where yes, we do have a GBA just lying around the place. Would you believe in a room full of Nintendo stuff? So you have your SP version, and you just attach it like so, and let's see how this all so you hear that ring? It means that it's booting into this feature. Now on here it has English, you press English, and it will look for a game list of games that you can do multiplayer with the wireless adapter, which is very, very cool, to say the least. So, and it fits very nice and snug in there, just like that. You pull it out eventually. And of course, on the back there, that's for your normal Game Link cables that you would use. Now, you had to use this item within 3 meters of other people around the room. So it would make sure that the wireless adapters would work all together. And with Pokemon, you could use this to download special data for events in that mystery gift, as it's known today. Back then, you could do that at Pokemon events to download certain Pokemon and things like that, and it was very, very cool. And even in Pokemon, you could have 39 players apparently in the chat lobby during the days of Fire Red and Leaf Green, which was very, very cool. And of course, this is the precursor to the wireless play that you can do on the Nintendo DS and 3DS and everything beyond that. So all this technology was packed in there and much more advanced than it was today. Which was very, very cool. So it's an interesting piece of history. It's not a big historical chapter. I don't know how much they were by themselves. I think they were $30 or $40 here in Australia. But normally people bought it with Pokemon and they just kept it as a thing to trade with Pokemon. That I think that was the big selling point. Apart from being the remakes of the original, that no more cords, no more problems, no more issues. So, which is very, very cool. And I think it was a very handy thing to have. Sadly, it did not work with many games over the time of the Game Boy Advance. But and that does happen. But it's a cool little thing to have, especially if you want to do old school stuff on the Game Boy Advance. So there's your short history chapter of this particular device. We'll have more history lessons for you in the future. So stay tuned for that. And do like, subscribe, and comment on our YouTube channel, because we love to get views and subscribers and all that sort of stuff. So that's it from me. I'll see you later on.